Hello, and welcome to today's video of electrical materials, where today we'll be covering resistance temperature dependence. Similar to resistivity, resistance of metallic conductors varies linearly with changes in temperature. Where we now can look at R is equal to R naught times 1 plus alpha times T minus T naught, where R is equal to our resistance after temperature change, R naught is equal to our initial resistance, alpha is our temperature coefficient, T is our temperature change, and T naught is our initial temperature. Let's go ahead and look at an example. For our example, we have our resistance thermometer measures the change of temperature with the change of resistance using a temperature coefficient of 0.0039 ohms divided by Celsius. If the thermometer measures the temperature change to be 30 degrees Celsius with initial resistance of 40 ohms, what did the resistance value change to? So for our problem, we can identify that we are looking for the change of resistance, so R, and we can go ahead and identify our given values. We can note that our initial resistance, R naught, is equal to 40 ohms. We can note that our alpha, which is our temperature coefficient, is equal to 0.0039 ohms divided by Celsius. Our temperature and our initial temperature isn't explicitly given, but we are given our temperature change to be 30 degrees Celsius. So we can write change of temperature is equal to 30 degrees Celsius. And this is the same as writing T minus T naught. So now that we have our given values, we can go ahead and input them to solve. So we can solve for R by equaling 40 ohms times 1 plus our coefficient, so 0.039 ohms divided by Celsius, and we can multiply this by our change in temperature, which is given as 30 degrees Celsius. So to start off, we can work first within our brackets and our parentheses. So we can get rid of our parentheses by multiplying. And so when we multiply these two values, we have 0.117 ohms. And that is because our degrees Celsius canceled out when multiplying. And we can now work inside the bracket by adding 1 plus 0.117 ohms. And so by adding, we have 1.117 ohms. And let's go ahead and move up our space to continue to solve. So when we multiply 40 ohms times 1.117 ohms, we are left with 44.68 ohms. So in terms of our example, our resistance value changed to 44.68 ohms. This concludes our video on resistance temperature dependence. Thank you for watching.